join us today. As above, so below. We're talking about lunar energy. This is talking about Cancerian energy, and we want to say thank you to each and every one of you guys that have been following Apostle Ely. I had changed my outfit because I've been going all day, and I started to come on here, and then I said, you know, I was a little bit too revealing, so y'all know I'm on the erotic side, so I just calm things down and I put on my Obatala. You understand? Cool me down, cool me down. Anyway, we want to thank God for each and every one of you guys. If it's your first time in my live, my name is Chief Apostle Samuel Jr. I'm the apostle and pastor of Apostolic Faith of Jesus Christ Incorporated, and my beliefs are truly deeply rooted in the ATRS. Those are the African tradition. What's up there, my Aries, Sharonda in the house, then Unveiling, and my Pisces. Thank you for joining us on tonight. Now, if this is your opportunity that you have hit that like button, did and shares, and have made yourself available on my platform. I teach universal laws. I do not teach my personal opinions. I teach universal law because they're applicable to each and every one of us. What's up there, Shamari, my Cancer from Chi-Town? What's up, my baby Scorpio in the house? Thank you so much. Happy MLK to each and every one of you guys. Some of you guys may have heard that I was on live on my TikTok live, and I just been doing the most. I appreciate it. What's up there, my Boaz? Mwah! To my Boaz. What's up there? My Stormy, my Sagittarius from Detroit. What's up there, Karen O'Brien, my Gemini? Oh, shucky ducky, quack quack. And what's up there, Sagittarius from Georgia? Is that Augusta, Georgia? What's up, Jazz? How you doing? Thank you guys for each and every one of you guys. You at work, girl? You at work, girl? I want to say thank y'all so much. For some of y'all made sure I ate today. What's up there, Love? There go my Taurus in the house. And thank you, Love, for being so understanding. I was actually, Love don't know, but I had contacted Linda Green because I was like, did you get your order? But I'm so glad she reminded me, and I do have it. But UPS was closed today. This is our first official through our contract that UPS recognizing Martin Luther King as a paid holiday. So I've been doing the most on dime today. Yeah, you enjoyed that TikTok? Thank you so much. I appreciate that. Also, I did a couple of lives today. I might be able to download that and put that on my YouTube channel as well. What's up, Renee? My favorite 69. That's my girl. She ain't thing. She ain't thing at all. She not thing. She not thing. Y'all change. Y'all thing. But we not shame. We grown over here. To those that do not know, I do not do cheer in church. I always do talk to a grown up. I don't talk to children, people that are underage. They should not be on my platform because what I talk about is everyday adult stuff. And so therefore, on my platform, I teach real magic, universal laws, and they are applicable no matter if you're Ifa, Voodoo, Santeria, Lakumi, Congo, Palo, Mystic, Ajay. You can be an atheist, you can be a mystic, you can be an Obia, you can be conjure. What's up there, El Bay in the house, Sag in the house. Much love to you as well. Thank you guys for being with us on this day. And like I told them, they can keep Martin Luther King if they give me my 40 acres and a mule. That you can still call me a nigga if you want to, as long as you give me my 40 acres and a mule. You're not gonna owe me and call me a nigga. No, you're not gonna do that. You're not gonna break your promise and not fulfill your commitment and call me that. That's why black folks get upset when you call her nigger. You know what I'm saying? Because you remind us of slavery that you ain't paid her. Fuck. So every time you use that terminology, unless we doing it to each other, we don't want to hear it because it reminds us of the debt that you owe that you ain't paid. So you understand? It ain't nothing like walking around when you owe somebody some money. You understand? So y'all understand where we coming from. Give us our 40 acre and a mule, and we'll get out your hair. Yes, pay me what you owe me in the spirit of Rihanna. Yes, baby. I promise you will see a different attitude. Yes, just show me on today and pay me what you owe me, huh? And watch me let you be as racist as you want to be. But you're going to do that over there, not on my land, not on my 40 acres. Be racist over there, you know. They don't want you to know that we didn't migrate from Africa. This is actually our land, but that's a whole nother story. Can't share too much with y'all because y'all run around here trying to think y'all belong somewhere else and they around here making money off your stolen land. Anyway, we want to say hello to each other. What's up there, my Aquarius from North Carolina? We talking about our tribe, but we is talking about we appreciate the chocolate that has come in. That is the signature of what aphrodisiac is. You want to be turned on. That is the goddess for you. Praise God. We thank God for her. And we also want to thank God for my madrina and to my padrino and to my brother and sisters all over this globe. Once again, Pisces, Aries, Taurus, Gemini, Aquarius, Cancer, Capricorn, Leo, Sagittarius, Scorpio, Libra, and Virgo. Hello to each and every one of y'all guys. Now, I'm going to be talking about some real stuff tonight. Y'all know I try to keep it real. I'm trying to do it in a way that is less offensive. I'm able to give you information that you can go back and research yourself. So therefore, it's not about what Chief Apostle Ely said. It's just what it TI is, as my mama would say. It's just the truth. I'm gonna tell you what God loves, and that's the truth. Okay, so that's what I'm gonna be talking about tonight, and we're gonna be talking about my Oshunmare, and we're gonna talk about rainbow magic tonight. And I want to talk about this very clearly, and I want you to understand where I'm coming from. And first of all, if this is your first time in my life, I've been doing magic since I was a child, elementary childhood. I'm 51 years old, been doing this a very, very, very long time. Let me get my... Sometimes you got to get your head together. To all I mean, you got to get your head together. Yeah, how that look? How that look, y'all? Mama Susan and Sister Monique is on a cruise. I hope Mother Susan getting her son on the cruise. It's be in that cabin all alone. Somebody tickle your fancy. I don't judge. I don't know. Now, I'm gonna be talking about something today. Rainbow magic. So I'm gonna explain that. Now, there are many different types of spirits that are out here that represent this rainbow, and I want to talk about Oshunmare, which is a entity that is with me. I have a lot of serpent spirits that work with me and are part of my my upbringing. The same thing when it's also regarding to my Fedifun Oya. In honor of Minister Mario, son of Joseph, I went out there to the parade because Chloe was in the parade. So I always give y'all updates and stuff. And she was going through some things, but she really had a good time today. And I went out there to deal with and see her. Are you available for consultation anytime this week? Yes, I'm going to be available. It's because hopefully I get off from work around 7, and so therefore I do my consultation. Me and Stormy has to get together, and it's just a lot of stuff going on. But I'm going to be making myself a bit. Even if I have to not come on live to get this stuff done, I just, I do enjoy my lives, but I still got to take care of people's businesses until UPS give me some freedom. And some of y'all have very unique work schedules just like me. Now, there go my Darius. Where the hell you been, Darius? You can't play with me. Okay. Darius, that's my Pisces. I ain't say my son heard from another. I hope you got some Martin Luther King sex today, too. Anyway, y'all, now we're going to talk about hunching. I mean, we're going to talk about, not hunching. We're going to be talking about the 7 of the spirits of the rainbow. And I'm going to be talking about Oya. I'm going to be talking about Cynthia and Paulo. I'm going to be talking about Oshunmare. Very heavily in voodoo. And those that know my background, that's where a lot of my training and spirituality comes from in Haitian voodoo. Okay? So, not Mommy Walter, but Oshunmare. Now, Shamari. Now, in order to understand the concept, y'all know I use the Bible to preference, especially with Christians when they demonize everything. So I try to give them a better understanding, not to demonize the ATRS by showing them that it's in their Bible as well. They just don't understand the metaphors and the symbology that is in the Bible. And so I do. And so and let me say this again: people cannot make this stuff clear when they themselves have not mastered these arts. Okay. The reason why a lot of times you're talking to people and you get these confusing answers because they really don't know, and so therefore they themselves cannot explain and break it down to the lowest common denominator. What's up there, Aaron, in the house? Oshunmare. What type of person? Wait a minute. Hold on. As soon as I get I dropped my phone out there messing with Shango, and I cracked my screen, and so therefore there's an aspect I can't see until at the bottom. At the bottom. All right. So we're going to talk about this today. And I want you guys to understand, I do appreciate everything that everybody's doing to this platform and your level of support and your level of love. I'm going to tell you why, because I'm going to explain it tonight. Oshunmare, and we're going to talk about rainbow magic. Okay. And I do realize that in America, certain things have been taken as a anthem and a flag. But I want you to know where that rainbow really comes from. Okay. Now, we're going to be coming from Genesis, the 9th chapter, 12 through 15. And it reads this. And God said, this is a token of the covenant which I have made between me and you and every living creature that is with you for perpetual generations. Now, that perpetual means ongoing. So, in every form of spirituality, even when it comes to soul contract, it is always an agreement between a spirit, an energy, a frequency, or vibration, or even your even when it comes down to your ancestor. What ancestor decides to come down in this life to guard you, to attend to your particular purpose and whatever timeline that you have on this earth plane. There's an agreement that is made before you actually get down here. And so therefore, once that agreement has been made, but this particular agreement that I want to talk about tonight is talking about the rainbow. And this particular serpent spirit, which is Oshunmare, that is a lot of times people do not understand that when it comes down to magic, in order for magic to work, things have to be stable. And so God made a perpetual, ongoing agreement between every living creature with this particular energy, with this particular vibration and frequency. So we're going to talk about her on tonight. Oshunmare is a her. Most of the deities are. And it says in verse 13, and I do set my bow in the cloud, and it shall be a token of covenant between me and the earth. So now we have a covenant between the earth and the divine, and then we also have a covenant between the earth and the spirits and the living creatures. So we got all of this is entangled in this concept of the rainbow. And then verse 15 says this, and I will be remembered, and I will remember my covenant, which is between me and you and every living creature of all flesh, and the water shall be no more become a flood of destruction to all flesh. Now, why is this important to understand rainbow magic? First of all, to those that do not know, when we do Oshunmare is more than a type of person. Now, she's a serpent. Oshunmare, and I want to show y'all when we work with the multicolor candles. So all of you that took my beginner's course and we talked about colors. White consists of all colors, which is the spectrum of light that came out of darkness. And so then they have a lot of these. This is a fast look multi-colored candle, and this is the 7 African powers, and then you got the 7 African potencies, and just people go on and on and on. But I want to talk about why this is important and why this affects your ability to manifest and to do conjure. And to those that do not understand science, light, when it's broken up, it goes into a spectrum of color. White light, and I want to say this, the rainbow always is there. Whether you can see it in the sky or not, rainbow, that spirit is always there in the atmosphere. It is in the sky. And this serpent wraps around this whole globe, okay? And it consists of all of these colors. This is Oshunmare. She's the rainbow. But a lot of times when you see light reflected out of a prism or some type of crystal, then you see that aspect of light. Or sometimes you can see people with their sprinkler system going on, and that light will hit that. You'll see the different colors, which means those colors are there the whole time. They didn't just appear because you saw it. They've been there the whole time. And so a lot of times when it comes to magic, a lot of times we think things are appearing when the only thing is happening is becoming visible to your naked eye. A lot of the magic and the energy and frequency and vibration that is out there. What's up, Jelly Sweet? What's up, Juju? A lot of this stuff that is out here it becomes visible to you when you are focused or your attention is on there. When we do conjure in every one of the ATRs, there's a certain color that is utilized, and color represents the frequency. And so therefore, Oshunmare, the reason why I talk about her and talk about these energies is because I have these as personal spirits that walk with me. This gives me the ability to be able to help people on multiple levels. This is why I tell you about I got my triple threat, or if I do a multi-calendar for you. Everybody does not know how to break up light energy. That's green, the red, the yellow, the blue, the pink, purple, and then once again the white at the bottom. Now, why is that understanding? When you hear people talking about light workers, a lot of those people do not understand what it is to walk in the light or working with the light. Because same thing working with the Orisha. These are light beings. These are spirits that were birthed out of the chaos energy, which is dark matter, okay? Which is the carbon energy, the building block of all life, okay? And so when you break down these energies, you break down the frequency, and depending on what you're trying to manifest in your life, because we all have what they call now the chakra system, but each one of those energies or each one of those frequencies has a different color. And so the higher the frequency, that's how we get the word, the color violet, these colors like this. The purples and stuff like that. This is why Oshun is yellow or gold. Red, the purple, the blues, the pinks. All of these colors are consistent in vibration, and they affect us because we consist of that same energy. Remember, in order for magic to actually manifest and affect people, every living creature, there must be something that resonates with that particular entity or that particular person or that particular place or thing. And when you understand the color, like certain colors are very significant to me. Certain colors are very significant to you according to how you came into this spectrum of this world. And so therefore, one color may be a manifestation of greater power in your life versus what that color would do in my life. So when we're doing candle work, especially with multicolor candles, it is about tapping into each level of your frequency. Colors matter when it comes down to manifestation, because when we're doing roll opening, that's why if you guys have gotten any of my incense, they are based on colors. When I'm dealing with the mind, I have yellow. When I deal with roll opening, I have orange. When I deal with love, I have either pink or I have red, because pink has a passion. When I deal with my triple threat, because I'm dealing with high John, low John, and southern John, I have red because I want that energy to be aggressive. The more, and then the reason why it represents as serpents, because colors move in frequency. Frequency move in waves. And so waves move like a serpent. And so a lot of the times in our African culture, we use things that symbolize that energy. So every color has a different serpent or a different wavelength. And so that's why, and that's what we call frequency. So if I want, if I'm doing working with Oshunmare and I am doing manifestation work, I am working with all of the aspects of the energy field. And so every one of those, and then I can also do it with a white candle, because once again, white consists of all colors. This is just all of the colors represent. That's why you can use a white candle to represent green. You can use a white candle to represent red. You can use a white candle to represent yellow. You can use a white candle to represent blue. You can use it pink and purple, or any of the only thing that you cannot use. And I want y'all to really think about this and why it makes sense. The only color that you cannot use white to represent is black. Why white cannot represent black? Because white is creation. Black represents creator. So this color or these colors right here cannot represent the creation, the creator. But black can represent the creator. That's why when we use black candles to do reversal work, so we use black candles to dominate in certain areas, that's why it is so much stronger, because we're working with chaos energy. We're working with energy that is actually about being able to it's life building energy. What about it's the same thing, but in voodoo. I don't want to mess up the pronunciation. Wadu, but she represents that as well. And when we're working with those, in my particular practice, because of being out of the lineage of the Dao tribe, working with those particular energies is understanding the vibration that you are working with. I think that a lot of times when people are getting candles or they're getting their figure candles or even the color, all this represent a vibration and frequency. And so no matter what particular practice that you're in, that's the reason why the colors matter. They are their representation of that frequency or that wavelength that we are tapping in to get a particular manifestation. The reason why we use red on this, because red represents a quicker manifestation. But that's why it's represented as aggression. And this is also why when you work with a lot of red, you get quicker manifestation, but easy come, easy go. When you're working with colors and you want a steady continuation of manifestation, you work with other colors because the wavelength is a lot shorter. And so therefore, it'll last longer. The longer the wavelength, which is the lower the frequency, which would be the reds, and that's why red represents the root chakra. That's why we work with the ancestors, the Egun. All of this ties into the colors. No matter if it's Ifa, Voodoo, Santeria, and that's why some cultures utilize different colors that can do the same thing. What's up, Linda Green? What's up, sweetie? I was about to send my other client her stuff to you. She said, no, Apostle, I got mine. I said, what in the world? And then I got me a text, so thank you. I'm trying to see what Keisha put in here. But this is why when I talk about magic and energy and frequency, if you yourself are not good at working with frequencies and energies, and you don't know the energies, what does the purple represent? The purple is closer to violet, but purple represent domination, when you want to conquer something, when you want to subdue something. That's why my high John is in purple. You want to dominate that you can work Psalm 25 with that high John. But the money incense with green, the better business with green, the oil of gladness, because it's affecting the emotions, is yellow, as well as mental. Those aspects are your solar plexus representation of yellow. And so depending on what you're trying to work with about you and in your life, and then allow that frequency, because remember, the reason why we use candles for releasing energy, the energy of that particular vibration, whether it is the green, the red, the yellow, and the color. And this is why I tell people, you got to study this stuff, because it's not as simple as just getting a red candle, not just as simple as getting a blue candle, not as just simple as getting a white candle. When you yourself are not tapped into your own Ache and your own light body, how can you harness that particular energy and work with those particular frequency? Yes, calling upon spirits that you may or may not be in relationship with, but you should be able to walk in your own light body, especially if you took my advanced classes. That type of stuff, the higher self, all of that is controlling the light spectrum. Anybody that is crowned or that are working with angelic energies and frequencies like that, that's working with light energy. That's working with energies and frequencies of that same concept. So, yes, so I think about my baby, I see the color. Okay. So, and that's why some people say the color of anger is red. But it not necessarily has to be red. It can also represent passion. You know what I'm saying? This is why, that's when the point is that you have an understanding of all of the things that that particular vibration can represent. And so therefore, with your intention, you make it represent that particular thing. This is why a lot of times when we do courtroom work, we utilize blue. Ochosi is represented by blue and gold. When you start paying attention to why certain deities have certain colors and certain frequencies and vibration, it starts making so much sense, because there's a science behind each and every one of the pantheons, deities, gods, goddesses. And when you connect with that energy frequency of that particular one, they bring that frequency into your vibration. In his color is considered regal color only, royal. Well, not okay. Let me say it like this: purple, when it comes down to authority, when you don't, because just wearing purple, because I got a purple cloth for my voodoo stuff, for one of my priest spirits, and when you, like with my spirit, I don't think it's wrong for me to say it, but well, one of my spirits, their colors are purple and red. He's a very powerful voodoo priest, and so a lot of the things that I put on his altar has a lot to are red and purple, and those colors represent his frequency that he operates in, and that's what allows me to do a lot of my domination and my conquering and me being able to subdue. When spirits have those energies, and when you put those candles or those lights in front of them or those colors in front of them, it's just like giving somebody a boat to flow on in that frequency. And as long as that candle burns in front of that particular spirit, that energy is being released in my behalf, or whatever I intended for it to do. And so that same thing when I deal with my Fedi Fun Oya, all of the colors, even the browns that you see here, represent earth. The orange right here that you see right here represents her ability to open up roads, also the marketplace. But then it also talks about the spectrum of color that she's able to operate in. Because also in the mythology of the Orishas, Oya is the only Orisha that can ascend from earth to the heavens. Okay? She can go back and forth. The same concept about Jacob's ladder, when the angels were ascending and descending. Colors, and when we work with colors, whether hoodoo, voodoo, Santeria, Lukumi, Congo, depending on that particular tribe and what that color means in that tribe. Because I had one of my Padrino Leo, I can say that part of his name, but Padrino Leo, they did not wear white when they got initiated. They wore red in Africa. And in Africa, instead of wearing white as we do, so in that particular tribe with that particular Madrina, they wore red. So when you look at other people when they're practicing their magic, and depending on the sciences and depending on the tradition, they may use a very different color to represent the same thing, because they have an understanding of that frequency and that vibration, and depending on the type of spirit that walk with that particular tribe or that particular ancestral line, that's why they use particular colors more so than others. So then you got where is she at? And if you look down here, she has all 9 colors on her mask. So the symbology behind real magic is to understand the science behind color and the frequency, or the snake, or the wavelength that particular frequency operates in. When we wear white, what we are doing is representing all colors. Obatala represents all color. That's why Obatala is the one that created man. And man was created in the energy of white light. That's why Obatala represents light. And so therefore, the creation of man came through darkness, which is the soul, which is your chaos energy, which is your subconscious mind. That's the divine spark that lives on the inside of man. But your light body comes from Obatala. What's up there? So it depends on the practice. Absolutely. Good evening, Brother John, and thank you so much for that love offer. Thank you so much for your support and continued love to Apostle Ely. Now, when somebody of my caliber or somebody that does this type of work, their understanding, when they set this particular formula of colors, they understand that this particular candle. Now, this is what they call a fast luck. Because remember, once you understand the rainbow magic, the color parts of magic, then it's all about your intention of how you want to utilize it. Now, this particular candle, the intention is to bring fast luck. Okay, so fast luck in areas of prosperity, in areas of love, or red also represents certain levels of passion. Yellow represents health, because it also represents Babalu Aye, even though he has purple himself. But my father in Ocha. And then you got your blue that for courtroom work, or you use blue for calming, or they also use blue for home blessing. That's a good vibration. That's why sometimes you see in certain cultures they use bluing to blue the water, because of that frequency. And then you got pink represent friendship. This is also a representation of Pisces. And then here's your purple, and that is about conquering, subduing, and also high vibration and frequency. So if you want to burn a purple candle with my guardian angel incense, that's what you would do. And then once again, you have the white. Then the same thing when it comes down to the 7 African spirits. Each one of these spirits operate with a certain energy. Now on here it says Shango, Orula, Ogun, Eligwa, Alofi, Obatala, Yemiya, Oshun, and so these, and then on here, I'm gonna try to put it up close enough. You see the cross in here? You'll see ladders. All of this is about intention. So these, when you actually design, because yes, you can buy your candles, but if you understand symbology, you can actually inscribe certain things on those candles because you understand the intent behind the symbolization that you place on your candle. Now, so, like, I don't have time for a lot of that. So I have a place that I go in Miami that I buy all my candles from. Sometimes if I'm just rushing and I need I can go to Target or I can go to Walmart or something like that. But I like a certain type of candle, so I don't necessarily like Dollar General candles because I don't like the type of wax that most of those candles have. So I'm just very particular about the wax and how you manifest. So that's why this type of stuff is so important when you're doing conjure and you got people doing work for you. And depending on, because sometimes if you burn the wrong color, it can actually mess up your work. This is why people do divination. This is why people do certain types of conjure to figure out what type of candle or color that those spirits want. And that's even down to the when you're giving out offerings of fruit. The pineapple still represents yellow. Then the green. All of the fruits, the orange with Shango, the red. Shango is red and white. The apples, certain fruits represent those colors, and that's why we utilize them, because it is sending out an energy signature to that particular Orisha, that particular deity, that particular god or goddess. And so therefore, when we work with papaya, that orange, yellowish, some of them come yellow, green, but a lot of that has a lot to do with what you're trying to manifest in the intention. And so to think that you're going to practice real magic without understanding light spectrum and understanding colors, you're not going to be very effective with it. And so therefore, if you're trying to manifest something real quick, you got to know which color represents something manifesting quickly. If you want something more stable and consistent, you got to know all those kind of things. When I'm doing really, to be honest with you, where's my other? I do my heaviest work between, here it comes. Between a black candle and a brown candle. A black candle represents the universe. A brown candle represents the earth, Tiamat, Gaia. And it also represents melanin as well. It represents the ancestors. Brown candles represent the ancestors. That's why if you have my ancestor incense, it's in brown. And sometimes it's very hard to get that, but sometimes I have to order ahead of time to get that because colors matter. Those that have my 7 chakra incense, it has every color of the rainbow in there. That's why it is so strong. Besides the fact it was made for me, but it also the energy goes to every energy signature because it consists of every color in that particular incense. And so when we're doing manifestation work and we're manifest like me, you can do this even in hoodoo, but I got these actually from Staples, like colored candles. Colored pencils. When we do, you want to take a brown paper bag, which represents the earth and ancestors, and then utilize a particular color. Some you can use. They have color inks out there, but y'all know I'm extra, so I have the color pencil. And so when I want to write on eggs or write on particular parchment paper, I utilize those colors because I understand the frequency that I want to be involved in the spell work. It matters. That's why when you see me do Sweet Dick Willie, I had a red candle because I wanted that energy. I wanted masculine energy to be aggressive. Okay? If you want to work more on a friendly basis, platonic, then you use pink, which consists of a lot of compassion and gentleness. I'm an aggressive individual. I can be gentle if I want to, but most of the time I'm not. But I'm skilled. You don't really know I'm being that aggressive because it feels so good. You don't really know I'm being that aggressive until you got it after it's all over and said and done. But this is the kind of stuff that when you take my classes or you're doing spell work and you're not really understanding why we wear certain colors or the significance of those colors, it's not just putting on an outfit. I behave very differently. When I want certain spirits to come in a lot stronger, I wear certain colors. When I want certain manifestations, I wear certain colors. That's even down to my underwear. I have a collection of different colors of underwear because that also affects my sexual energy. Because I may have on the outside one color, but underneath my energy, when it comes to my sexual energy, I have a different colors on there because they represent certain things. Tonight I got on black because I'm being mysterious and seductive. But my point is, everything matters. You know, this also a brown candle can represent your skin. Those guys that have men or women that have issues with your skin or skin complexion, a brown candle because it represents your brown skin. Sweet Dick Willie, yeah. Oh well, if like, yeah, because in that case, say for instance, I like what Renee said. If I use Sweet Dick Willie in the color pink, that means you want friends with benefits. Still applicable. So depending on the intention about why you're utilizing that color or why you have certain colors on your altar, and colors have to be just like coordinate and putting things that actually make sense to your particular manifestation. You need to, instead of just throwing stuff together or saying, oh, I want this and I want that, you need to know why that needs to sit on your altar. You need to know why that needs to sit before a particular spirit. You need to know why you're utilizing a particular color to get a particular outcome. Or you can take this candle because you have the understanding of magic. You can take this color to represent. And this also can represent your Orisha. Because it doesn't, white represents all colors. So you can use it for Obatala, you can use it for Elegua, you can use a white candle for any particular, that's why even in Misas, they use the white emergency candles, the short emergency candles, because it represents all types of spirits. And special spirits that are there for a positive reason, because those are the spirits they're calling in. Do you sell the brown candle? I actually don't. You can get any color candle on my website. All you got to do is put in there and say, and text me, Apostle Ely, I want a brown candle for XYZ. Because most of my candle workings, that just the candles are $50 donation. But if you want me to step them up to other levels with this conjure, then all you gotta do is send additional offering. But we'll discuss that if you so choose. But basically, these candles, unless they're just a custom candle, but my multi-candles always cost more because I'm dealing with higher spirits that I work with to fix these candles. Because those are my personal entities and deities that I work with. That actually, I take that back. That work with me. I said that wrong. Yes, I work with them, but the truth is they work with me because they came with me. So that's why that is important. So when you're getting candle work done, and I'm like when I did a healing candle for some of you guys, I used the yellow candle representing Saint Lazarus. Hold on. Do I have? Hold on, y'all. Because some of you guys for New Year's you wanted a St. Lazarus candle fixed for you. Look at this right here. So, see right there? It's all about symbol, but notice that the color is yellow. And I have also a St. Lazarus candle that is purple. I accidentally looked up on those candles, so I don't have a lot of those candles, but it's purple and yellow. That's the color of my particular Babaluaye. Saint Lazarus. Apostle, can I book a consult with you to ready? Yeah. I can tailor anything for y'all. As long as y'all willing to work with me in time and stuff, I don't mind doing it. Y'all know all you gotta do is book a consultation, you get my attention. You can pull on my string at that point. Something about New Year's candle. I think I had wait a minute. Anyway, book a consultation to ready New Year's candle. Yeah. You got wow, Mother Susan gone. Yeah, Mother Susan. Yeah, you got that right, Renee. But this when you, let me say this. When you're working on your health and you're working with colors, right? And you're working a candle, remember, fire is there to burn up. A lot of times when people say that they're trying to work on their health, they're not understanding that a lot of the stresses that come in their life has to do with their mind. So that's why also it's good for people to have understanding when they're doing work for you, that this same candle can work on your mind. So I have, I can fix a mental clarity candle with the same Babalu Aye candle or St. Lazarus candle in that respect. Once I do get, because I have to go through a whole ceremony to receive Babalu Aye, even though that's the Father Spirit that been with me the whole time. But my Padrino says I have to go through this ceremony, and I'm going to receive his mother, I'm going to receive his sister, and I'm going to receive another Ligwa. So it's a whole nother ceremony that I got to go through to even with that part. But like I said, and I'm going to say this, because I was intending to say this, because I got, to all of y'all that don't really know why I do what I do. And I'm not trying to sound offensive. I need to say this. I've said this so many times that these people do not care. And I want you to understand what I mean by this. They don't have a vested interest in you returning to your original state. That means that they're going to have to go beneath you. And I have connections with people not only in the spiritual community, but in the government. Like when I'm talking to y'all, please know I'm not guessing. Please know I'm not getting my information from YouTube. I am very well connected. I am this is why this lawyer that came after my property, their ass is in the sling. Not only spiritually, but I am not somebody to be played up with. I have a lot of favor with people in high places, okay? High places, okay? And I have people that can get in touch with people that run shit, that call shit. You know what I'm saying? So after going through this process with Minister Mario, son of Achosi, a lot of the things that I restrain myself from, I'm not doing anymore. And so when I tell you guys, when you're supporting Apostle Ely, I don't want y'all to think no matter how small or how great that you give, I'm ever going to forget who has supported me, who has been there. I was raised that you do not burn down bridges, and be careful how you treat people on your way up, because you're going to have to meet them same people on your way down. So I have certain moralities about me, how I do, but my thing is, you're never going to be in those spaces. I'm just being 100 with you. They would not allow you those type of assets. But thank God that somebody like me is inside. That somebody like me is connected. And that I am giving you truthful and honest information. And so therefore, do not think that I'm out here just trying to get likes and shares and promote. Because at the end of the day, I live in my truth. At the end of the day, I can defend myself. At the end of the day, I will fight to the bitter end. You understand? So this is why this is so important, that many of you guys that have not got your graveyard ceremony, you guys that don't have talisman, a lot of this stuff, it is my way of giving you opportunities that you are never going to get. Everybody doesn't have that kind of money to get into these type of tradition. And even if you get into these traditions, remember, everybody not going to do your ceremony right. The reason why I came into Ocha the way I did is because of my voodoo. I am not going to sit here and tell you, if it wasn't for the anointing on my life, if it wasn't for how I was equipped from birth, I would not have access and I would not have favor like I have. So that's why I know why they had to be very, very careful with me, because of what was walking with me. It don't mean I didn't get tried. Don't mean that people ain't tried. And they have paid costs for that. But my thing to you guys, a lot of you guys don't have those set up. So when I give you information or give you opportunity to get certain things, that is my way of opening up the door. That is my way of laying out. There's a song that we used to sing in the church, what more can he do? He's laid the foundation. He's opened up the way. What more can he do? There's only so much I can do for you when you are economically challenged. But I'm giving you something that is real. I'm giving you some knowledge that is tangible. I'm giving you information that does not expire. I share stuff that I know these people will not share with you. I know that the information you're getting, they dislike what I am saying, but they can't whoop my ass. They throwing at me, but at the end of the day, I'm gonna win. So I step up and I give you information, and I do realize that some of you guys really appreciate me doing what I'm doing, but some of y'all guys don't realize that if it wasn't for what I was sharing, you would never get that information. I don't care if you was in Ifa, Voodoo, Santeria, Lakumi, Palo, Mystic, Ajay, don't matter. They're not sharing that with you because they have no intention of you having access to that information. I already have it. What incense are we burning tonight? On me personally, if you can do my 7 chakra incense, I would burn that tonight. If you can do the guardian angel incense, those two, because these are the high frequency or the ancestor. My incense tonight of choice would either be the 7 chakra, which is $50, and the rest of those, the guardian angel incense is $20. And then the ancestor. Let me explain something, y'all. I have a vested interest in you walking in knowledge. I have a vested interest in giving you the information so you can go and research it, so you are coming from a place of you knowing what you are participating in and why. But I to sit here and to lie or to portray like, oh, you can do what I do, or they're not going to do that for you. I'm inside and I am trying to give you a path to get an opportunity that they would not give you. That's why I do what I do. Because I want you to know it is more to this spirituality than what these people are talking about. And their capabilities with rainbow magic and these manifestations. And some of you guys, let me tell y'all something. I want you to think about it like this. If they had given you the proper ceremony, especially in voodoo, a lot of the ATRs were designed to bring out your godhood or your goddess. A lot of the ceremonies had a lot to do with you tapping into your DNA, which is your cellular ancestral, which comes with spirits. Because as you awaken your DNA or your cellular structure, that goes back to your genealogy. And so therefore, as you awaken that, you're awakening those spirits that operated in magic as far billions of years ago, millions of years ago, depending on how far your ancestry go back. Who in their right mind gonna help you tap into that? Unless they are God or goddess themselves. I just want you to think, who in their right mind gonna help you awaken your cellular structure? And understanding that is going to cause you to excel above them and beyond them and become untouchable. It's just that they can't stop me from achieving that. So for you to think that you're going to be able to go out here and find this right here, everywhere and anywhere, you're delusional. You're delusional. And I know I have access to it. And in a little while, you'll see, especially once I get those ceremonies done, I asked certain people to help me out, and XYZ, they didn't do it, and it's all good. And I said I would just get out here and I work until I come up with the money and get it done. And I'm not even doing it for me because I'm already stacked. I'm doing it because I need to operate in this level in order to help more people. Oh, let us say, repeat the prices. The 7 chakra incense, it's on $50 donation, and then the guardian angel incense is $20, and then the ancestor is $20. I don't want you to be afraid of, but it's a very strong. It's an awakening, and I just tell people I know the energy. And I know what those frequencies are doing, and it's like you got to know what you want. When you burn the incense, you create an atmosphere. You need to be able to speak those things that you desire to manifest in your life. No, it ain't my 7 chakra incense that'll make your toes curl. I can get your toes to curling. Come right on about your shoe without even taking your shoe laces off. But it will definitely open up your energy system. I got access to the ancestors older than Saul. Yeah. That it when you are dealing, and this is when I deal with I'm using an example, when I deal with Damballa. When you go back, the further you go back, it's not about words. It's about sound, frequency, and vibration, because that is the beginning of the universe. So the further the entities that you go back, they did not practice with these spells that we're utilizing now. They did not utilize words. They utilized telepathy. They utilized psychic ability. And so the further you go back, I must have said something. The further you go back, those entities, you got to be able to communicate with them psychically, and that's why your spiritual gifts must be awakened. You cannot travel that far back with those type of entities that were not operating with this type of stuff and think that you're going to be able to communicate with them, because they don't communicate like that. Oh. See, I'm sad. I be done said something and then I moved on to something else. But I do get you. But this is why I wanted to come on and explain this. If you have this opportunity to work with this particular energy, this particular frequency, I'm going to check before I get off here. I want y'all to really indulge this year in magic and spirituality as much as you can, and with sober minded thinking, and understanding why it is so important to gain all you can. And I'm going to say this again. These women are outspending these men. And I don't know what makes you think that you're going to be able to be the head of household when they are getting way stronger tools than you got. And eventually I'm going to stop talking about it, because at the end of the day, it is on you. At the end of the day, if it's not important to you, and you want to be up on a good sister good pussy, that's on you. It's only so much I'm gonna keep repeating myself to black men. It's gonna cost to be the boss. Don't ever forget that. It's gonna cost to be the boss. I'm not on top because I'm out here spending quarters, nickels, and pennies. I promise you that. Put my glasses back on. All right. I got love for her. Okay, I got love down for the 7th chakra. Yay! An ancestor. I got Linda. Okay, I got you, sweet. Linda for the candle. Linda, because you did this, I'm going to actually put your candle in front of my Oya, because I don't have anything burning in front of her. So I'm gonna fix this candle for you, and and you ain't got to pay extra for that. I'm just work with me, y'all. I can't do it for everybody all the time. 7 shots. Candle. I'm gonna put this candle in front of Oya. See, I normally just bless the candle, but to show her what my Orishas can really do, I'm gonna put her candle in front of my Oya. And then I got Keish want a reading, my baby Scorpio for direction. And let me explain something to y'all. Predictions is one thing, guidance is another. Okay, and I'm gonna explain that in a minute, second. Let me burn these incense first. You're gonna be challenged, but you have to make those sacrifices. The whole concept of teaching about Abraham when he was getting ready to sacrifice Isaac, for what God had for him, he had to there needed to be a physical exchange of energy, that he was willing to give up his promise, the very promise God gave him, that he was willing to sacrifice. That's all it really is. Your heart got to be there. And the only time our heart going to be in something, that we got to be put in predicaments or situations where we're willing to do certain things. And the moment that he was willing to offer his Isaac to back to God is the moment that that angel said, Abraham, stay your hand. Not a second before, until you are willing to sacrifice what you want, what you desire. You're not going to get these spirits or entities to give you the real treasures. If it was that easy, everybody would have them. Ancestor. It's like people, like you be asking for all this stuff and you don't have enough on the altar to exchange for that. Not for what you asking for. And for the type of spirits that you asking to do that for. And then we got and thank y'all for hitting that like button, the shares and comments. When I tell y'all, I just actually adore how you guys support and comments behind my lives and stuff like that. I really appreciate it, especially as a Sagittarius man. Woo. All right. Let me put this over here. Linda, I'm gonna use this candle right here, and I'm gonna set this up for you, and I'm gonna put this in front of my Oya, because of you being such a blessing to me, not just today, but how y'all bless me throughout the week, and you know, making sure I'm okay. So I just appreciate that. And then we're gonna do this. Where's my cards? Oh, here we go. Reading for direction for baby Scorpio. I'll be oh, the seven Renee, all you gotta do is cash out me the $50 and I'll burn that for you. You can just send the $50 to me. It's not on the website, but I'm gonna burn it for you because you are definitely a woman of your word. Most of my clientele, like I just like, whether some of them rich or not, it's just that people are really, they don't play with me, and I as a spiritualist, that is a blessing. That I don't have those issues. I talk about certain issues because it goes on, but a lot of times those issues don't refer to me. It's not my, I don't be going through that kind of stuff. And I like to acknowledge stuff like that because it's a blessing for people to be that. No, you don't, and I'm going to say this. I'm going to read for you, but I remember my eldest son asked me, he was like, Dad, do you think that I made a wrong decision to come to California? And I was like, if you had purpose to be out there, there is no such thing as a wrong decision. If you're willing to live by your choices and be a man or woman of your choices, there is no such thing as a wrong decision. You know what I'm saying? Because goodness and mercy are going to follow you regardless. Now, what happens is when you don't want to take responsibility for your decision, then that's where fear comes in. But if you know why you're doing something, whether you know the in-depth of how it's going to work out fully or whatever, but no, you don't ever second guess yourself when it comes down to your decision. That's why you need to do the homework to know who you are and why you're doing what you're doing. That which is in the dark, bring it to light of my eyes concerning Keys to Scorpio. Keys the Scorpio. That which is in the dark, bring it to light of my eyes concerning Keys to Scorpio. In the name of Christ Jesus. By your name, Christ Jesus. What is she desires to know about direction? Concerning direction. She wants to know what direction to take. We're asking for Scorpio. Look at this. Asking for direction. Unconditional love. Don't be nervous. Having self-love. Your card's coming up having unconditional love for yourself. Hey again. It said like attract likes when I emulate. This is talking about emulating the love of God, chaos energy. For humankind, I will bring love into my own life. I will create harmony between myself and other people and between humanity and the natural world. This is about your journey. This is about you being comfortable. This is about you stop second guessing yourself. You actually have me on your side, and I actually want to utilize you. And All you got to do is keep embracing. Stop worrying about right, wrong, and different, because this is a learning process. This is an evolution process. And at the end of the day, you can have questions answered, and you can have certain information given to you. So please don't do that, because this card is talking about personal love. And then direction, appreciation. A yin, nun, va. It's the appreciation, thankfulness, gratitude. These are the noble attributes of Moses that arise within me by this name. Infused with these attributes, I retain and enjoy all blessings and treasures in my life. These are positive cards talking about, because you're asking for direction, and there's blessing on your life. There's literally blessing on your life. And let me tell you, when you sow into that frequency and vibration that's in my life, there are things that are going to work out in your favor. And so therefore, even I have to give it as a donation because what's that? Oh, okay, that's fine. That'll be fine, sweetheart. Lord, jeez, if it ain't, they jealous. Ugh. Outcome says speak the right word. This right here, Keish, this is really talking about when you're asking about direction. It's all about how you're approaching your 2024. You need to be more positive and confident of your not only your natural support but your spiritual support. I am in your corner. I don't know what else to tell you. I don't know what that means to you, but to have me on your team and in your corner, it's a lot. But I can't do your work for you. That I ain't finna do. Yud Zayin. It said, I silence my ego. I push the mute button. Now I call upon the light to speak in my behalf. That's Psalm 27. On all occasions, I mean in every way. It says, so that my every word elevates my soul and existence. And that's just, you got to stop. You have what other people out here don't have. You have a very strong tribe. You have people that, other than just the Apostle Ely, that are in your corner. And so therefore, this is the time, and you're young, this is the time to take risks and move forward in your life, because you have certain, and guess what, before your kid even get here, there's certain things I'm going to do that you ain't paying for, that I'm going to do for your child anyway. I'm going to be a father figure in your life, and so therefore there are certain things I'm going to do. The same thing I would do for my daughter or for my grandchild. I don't have grandkids as of yet, but it was the same thing that I would do in that respect. I'm going to do certain things for your child. All you need to do is get on board. You got a strong family. That's what this tribe, that's why we building this platform. That's why we taking our time, our money. Like everything that goes into this is putting me in position to create the atmosphere, not only for us economically, but for mentally, and also a support group. Because guess what? I done been through a lot in my life, but there's people out here on my platform that have been through stuff I ain't been through, that they can give you insight in that area to help your life. So it's more than just the spiritual aspect. It is also our experiences. I'm 51 for a reason. Like I told my kids, I done been crooked long enough where you can be straight. Because I done a whole lot. And gonna keep on doing a whole lot. If you tell the truth. Let me burn it. I burnt that for Renee. Alright, so I want you to understand that, baby. Alright, guys, I need to get off of here. And I say to you guys, hit that like button. I love you. I appreciate y'all. Bo, I love you. Darius, you know I love you like a son. I just want to say thank you to each and every one of you guys. Love, Linda, Monique, Tree Rhonda, I talk to Tree Rhonda a lot, Mother Susan a lot, and Brother Johnny, how no matter whether he's physically there or not, Brother Johnny always looks out for Apostle Ely. And so I just getting to the point, me and Tree were talking about some business, trying to make sure I come up with the money to get my ceremony done. And like everybody that's helping me, y'all, I want y'all to understand, everybody that's helping me and making stuff, they're not rich. Like we winning, not everybody that gives. There's some people that I have that got money, but a lot of the heavy lifting has been done by everyday regular people. Just know that sometimes the people that God gonna send are gonna be people that, like the widow. But at the end of the day, as long as it get done. Yeah. Thank you, Renee. Like I said, this is so real to me. Like and it's very therapeutic for me. And the camaraderie that we have on this platform, and the what I aspire to be in position to be able to help some of y'all overcome certain things, I can do way more for many of you guys than you could do for yourself. But I have to be in position to do that. And right now I'm not in position. I'm getting in position. And as the finances come in and I go through these ceremonies, I'm going to be like, you have no idea what I intend to do. You know what I'm saying? And so therefore it's going to elevate all of our platforms. You know, and so I just thank you guys for trusting me, being a part of what I do here, and allowing me to service your spiritual needs, and that y'all trust me the way that y'all trust me, because I take that very seriously. That's why I get upset when people do certain things, because I don't mess with my relationships with people, because that's a problem to Apostle Eden. But I appreciate y'all. Much love, and I will see you guys. I'm going back to work tomorrow, and love, I'll be sending your package out because UPS will be open tomorrow. But I'm so glad she did text me. And y'all, don't think y'all aggravate me. Even though if I don't respond right away to my text messages or email, don't think that bothers me, because it really don't. I love attention. That don't bother me. Whether I get it, be aware of it, or right away or not, I do appreciate it, okay? So thank you. I'll talk to you guys soon. God bless.